Sorry, Jordan. $75.
This image appears soft to me. There doesn't appear to be, I guess maybe the headband is in focus. Everything else appears to be a little bit out of focus. That's going to be the biggest detriment. The shirt itself, the front part of the shirt is picking up some serious noise and artifacting.
Life support. $79.
I think this is a good concept of an image. It just has some, I think, technical issues. Oh, I'm not really sure what we're staring through here. I can tell you what I initially thought it was. But I think a tighter crop would definitely be in order. The highlights on the hand, face, and tubing really needs to be brought down significantly. If you're going to keep this, definitely the right side, we have a little light trap where you can see what looks like some feet or hand, something like that. Often the corner there would have to be fixed.
I know this is a challenging, I've done things like this, and the lighting in those rooms are so harsh, the spotlights that they use, so I can respect the maker. The impact was strong on this. Again, like Tim, didn't quite know the surrounding vignetting, what's going on there, so yeah.
The overall impact is there. The title bothered me because right away you know it's an operating room, and with life support, that is the critical end of it. And I think something a little more uplifting, celebration along that line would help the judges a little bit. And then the umbilical cord needs to be taken down in tonality and work on those pieces. And if you have something that we'll be pleased with.
79. Stink face. $77.
I think the cropping would help this a little bit. She looked very frumpy with she looks like she's slouched. So I'd bring the cropping up above her elbows. I think that would help a little bit. And then the background bothers me. A little bit too strong, a little bit too bright, a little too sharp.
I think the key line could be reduced too. It appears awfully thick. Maybe half that size.
Steel embrace.
I think what I would like to see is more of a truer black and white, a little more contrast. The light trap that's in the lower right-hand corner, I would knock that down. The light trap in the upper left-hand corner, that whole panel, I think needs to be addressed and darkened down. And then I think you can go in and with the railings and stuff like that, and bring up the highlights in the railings and actually bring that detail out a little bit. I think that would help it also.
I really like this image. the lines that lead to the bride and groom, they have great expressions. I agree that the lower right pocket of light needs to be gone, but I wouldn't tone down that too much on the top left. A little bit, agreed. But I like the contrast. I'm enjoying this image.
80. Warm winter. $78.
The things that were holding me back on this is definitely the sky. It's just the brightest part of the image. It's very distracting. I think even if you crop it down, you're still going to run into an issue with that shoreline cutting so close to the baby's head. Again, I don't really know what the baby's looking at. It would have been nice to move over to that angle, maybe shoot down a little bit more, get a little more sand in the background, things like that. The lighting seems to be a little bit on the flat side with the setting sun behind. It's just pretty flat on the face itself. We'd like to see a little bit more directional light.
Ted?
Yep.
Barton on the dribble. $76.
I think I like the concept. The overall impact is within the white image. The red matte image I don't think is needed at all. I'd like to have seen about another ½ inch to an inch below that plant foot. The way it is right now, he looks like he's foreshortened. And I don't know if the red streak that's coming off the ball is not needed in my opinion. And then the key line on the black key line around the white image, I think it needs to be down to maybe 2 to 3 pixels or points on that key line.
I agree that having the second image in the background on the mat is distracting. You should only have one center of interest. Now you have 2. Not really sure which one to look at. There is a tremendous amount of grain noise on his skin. Looks like it was just whatever treatment was on there was taken a little bit too far. I do enjoy the overall look of this. Yeah, I'm not really sure what it looks like kind of paint dribbles on the right side of the basketball player. His left doesn't really fit with the swoops and overall kind of look of everything.
Foggy evergreens. $79.
Hey, if this was my image, what I would do is want to get rid of the mat completely. Very distracting. Myself as the artist taking a look at this, I would flip it completely upside down and then do a free transform on it and move it, stretch it to the lower left so it looks like a reflection in the water, and then title it accordingly.
I feel the treatment that was put on this was done a little bit on the heavy side. If it's supposed to be foggy evergreens, there's an awful lot of texture in there, which is taken away from the fogginess of the trees. So I think just reduce the overlay on that and just have it as a nice soft foggy image.
Jacob's tractor.
Again, time of day was a factor. Light direction needs to be a little bit stronger. It's blown on the tractor on the right, which bothers me, and again, that looks like the time of day issue. And the clothing bothers me as well.
The mat underneath, if you're gonna duplicate the image underneath, blur it out, keep the same tonality. Right now I'm looking at the contrast between the print, the brightness of the print, and the same yellow, all muted down on the background.
Yeah.
75.
I'm seeing a lot of noise in the wheel, the bucket, things like that on the actual tractor itself. It looks like the shadows been brought up a little bit too high on it. Yeah. Instead.
Lunch. $76.
I'm not sure what the main focus is here, whether it's the deli sign up on the top with the umbrella coming into it, or whether it's the sandwich on the bottom. And this is a tough shot to try to do. There's so many distracting things going on there. The angle of the food compared to the table is a little bit off. You've got the blue newspaper stand in the background. You've got the fire extinguisher back there. You've got a door standing open. All my attention is going to the back right portion of the image.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Beautiful Bryn. $76.
I feel that the knee is distracting. We've just seen a little part there, plus it has a little scab on it. The brightness of the hair is definitely competing for the face, and the side of the cheek there, the shoulder is a little bit on the bright side. There's things in the background that need to be toned down. If you go from the face to the right, there's some white lines over there, kind of what looks like stone. It should be brought down. The vertical line to the left of the print, I don't really feel adds anything there. It should probably be removed. The eyes are basically dead center of the image. We'd like to see them more on either a third, possibly a vertical crop may help this a little bit. But definitely want a little more room at the bottom.
Country girl.
I want to see her head is leading out of the photo versus into the photo. So that's what strikes me first.
78.
The texture, the manipulation that was done on the overall print should have been included on her to a certain extent. She almost looks cut out from the image at this point.
I would like the key line on that. Basically, just goes right off the image there. Reduce the size of the image just so it's a way of nice rectangle. I like the image of her. I like how she's posed. I like all of that. I've had the same issues with what's been said.
Fresh take. $77.
The biggest thing that's keeping me out of the merit category is the manipulation and artwork that was done in the lower right-hand corner. Looks like it's been dodged and burned. And posing, I like. Expression, I would like to have had a little bit more of a spontaneous look to it. And then just little things of fixing her shoulders, where the material stuff is all bunched up.
I would have liked to have seen the background brought down a little bit, give her a little more pop on there, a little more separation between the subject and the background. Yeah, around that foot that is stretched out, there does seem to be some haloing around there. Would have liked to have seen her extended arm posed a little bit better, kind of brought the wrist around a little bit, fingers brought up, they're kind of sprawled out right now.